Okay, so this is Computer Science 2263. We are Team Schitt-Squad, consisting of Christian Lichty and Braxton Grover. Today we're going to be presenting our ToDoList application that was our course project for this semester. So starting off with, we have admin login. So an admin should be able to see a list of users and then be able to change their passwords. So to get into this, the username is admin, the password is password, which can be found here if our admin user ever forgets. You log in. Right now we have created one user that we've been using for testing and the like. So his name is generic guy. So if you select generic guy, you can change his password, and if you click change password, you're all good to go after you type in the new one, obviously. So we'll just cancel that for now, and then once the admin's done doing what admins do, they can just log out right here, at which point you're back to the startup screen of the application.
And this is where I took over much of the development of the login screen and getting it to the main user state. Originally, I had kind of planned to try and do with this state pattern, we tried a plug and play of different stages that just did not work. So we ended up having to implement we just kind of had to make each window its own stage that opens and closes. It still kind of follows the state pattern because we still encapsulated them in different classes. But anyways, moving forward, I did make a create user. First name, last name, username, passwords are all the mandatory fields, and if you don't have something in here, it will yell at you. But email and biography are optional, but if you do have something in there, it will assign them. And then you can just cancel out on that for now. The same pop-up I did use for this. If you type something in wrong, it was kind of funny when I first had it implemented, because we had a problem, or I had set where it starts checking through the list of users to 1 as the index starter instead of 0. So huge problem solved by a simple int, which was kind of fun. But test and is the username for generic guy, so let's go ahead and log in. This was definitely the bulk of where we had to get a lot of things going, and it's where a lot of our code resides. So starting from left to right, we've got the lists. It will refresh the tasks over here, as you can see. We've got just a homework, so it displays the title and due date. And then if you click on this, it will show all your completed tasks, and you can uncheck it for getting rid of those. But it just displays them in line with everything else. And then as far as creating, we can do that. It just requires a title and description. I did not get around to making the error pop up for this one, or I might have, I can't remember. Either way, actually, if you just leave these blank, it will create a blank task or a blank list named blank with a blank description. So I did handle it. And then delete list works, and it'll refresh everything just fine. And then if we go here to rename list, it'll ask for the new name, and then you can rename it to whatever. And then if you edit description, it'll pull up the title project, and it'll give you what the current description is, if you're just curious about what it is. This was where we kind of had an oversight in our design phase, as we didn't actually originally have any way to view the description, so this one got ad-libbed in for sure. But it all works. If we go ahead and change this to whatever and hit save and then open it back up, it still says whatever. And then we can do duplicate list, and with duplicates it'll add copy to the name. And then you can go ahead and we can show this off to just do this to show that works. And I will turn it over to Christian for the tasks.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, nice job, man. Okay, so like Braxton mentioned, we we kind of deviated greatly from our original design phase. Basically, just the more we got into it, the more things we realized we'd have to actually flesh out. But over here on tasks, like he was mentioning, we have a list of current tasks that haven't been completed. So this homework one, we can go ahead and view that. So we have the title, priority, a description, a label, and a due date. If any of these fields are changed, and then you select change task, so maybe not blocks right there, we change that, then it goes ahead and saves that to the file. So that's good. And then this kind of got shown off a bit already, but once a task is done, you can go ahead and mark that as complete, and then, well, yeah, so the mark complete does work, and then when you show that, yeah, it just had to do some refreshing there. But, okay, or something's happening.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
It was working.
We've definitely, okay, so it is working. I'm not sure what's happening with that one, but regardless, we get here, we can also go ahead and duplicate. Okay, something is happening there for sure, but we can duplicate tasks.
What is going on? I think it's in how I cloned, maybe. So hold up. Let's just go ahead and delete this. And
this, just delete list.
Yeah.
Okay, so delete list works. Show complete. Okay, yeah. So so we've got one slight bug we're going to iron out before we upload this. Unfortunately, we're running low on time, so we are not going to be re-recording this video. So we've got copies here. We can show off the fact that those tasks can be deleted, which is all very nice. So the show completed tasks does in fact work, and the mark complete definitely does work now. So we've got create task here, so we can just kind of propagate these fields however you want. Go ahead and click create task. It'll refresh and show up on this table view here. And then I think we're getting close on time, so I'll just go ahead and say that you can go ahead and view the user profile. So whichever user is signed in, all these fields are going to display the correct information. And you can see up here, it welcomes whatever user is currently logged in. So I think we're almost at time.
And this is where we definitely had a bit of a problem. Like I said, I was trying to do a plug and play with the states and just try to use like one stage to just swap in and out. That unfortunately was not working, so like I said, we gave each state its own stage, And now the logout button will take you back. That was...
And yeah, and when the logout button's pressed, well, basically whenever any button's pressed, the changes are saved and then refreshed automatically.
So
this has been the Schitt-Squad, and this is our to-do list application.